Newest little love. Sister wives Kody and Janelle Brown welcome new family member amid tensions over Coyote Pass. Kody and Janelle Brown, from Sister Wives, welcome a new member of their family after their daughter, Madison Brush, gave birth to a baby girl. Janelle became Kody's second wife in 1993 with the hopes of raising a big, happy family alongside his first wife, Mary Brown. Cristin Brown later joined the family. However, things changed significantly after Kody married his fourth wife, Robin Brown. He began neglecting his first three wives, leading them to end their relationships with him. However, Janelle and Mary are still struggling to receive a fair share of their investment in Coyote Pass from Kody. Madison, their 29-year-old daughter, and her husband, Caleb Brush, welcomed their fourth child on March 14, 2025. Madison gave birth to a daughter and lovingly named her Amelia Estelle Brush. She posted a heartwarming picture of her newborn wearing a pink onesie, accompanied by the caption, "Our sweet girl took her time, keeping us all in suspense, but when she decided it was time, she didn't waste a second." Madison concluded her lovely baby announcement by expressing that the family is completely smitten with their newest little love. Kody doesn't have a strong relationship with most of his adult children, particularly Peyton and Gabrielle Brown. He is not actively trying to bridge the communication gap with his children in order to reconnect with them. Kody Brown, Kody and Cristin's daughter, is saddened that her father hasn't been as present for his children with Cristin, Janelle, and Mary as he is for Robin's 5 children. There is hope that the arrival of a new baby might help bring Kody closer to the rest of his Brown family. Kody and Madison have a strained relationship. He hasn't been consistent in building a bond with her children and has limited contact with them. However, the arrival of his new granddaughter may improve the situation. It's possible that Kody will reassess his role and responsibilities as a grandfather and make a genuine effort to be more involved in Madison and her children's lives. Although he hasn't yet responded to Madison's baby announcement on Instagram, it's hoped that he will at least send a gift or even visit North Carolina to see his daughter and granddaughter. Kody had always dreamed of having a big family, which is why he originally planned to have 4 wives. However, his plans were derailed when he fell deeply in love with Robin, causing tension and alienation among his other family members. Now that David Woolley, Cristin's husband, has become a father figure in the family, Kody may need to make more effort to maintain his relationships with his children. The birth of Madison's fourth child presents Kody with a chance to move past previous conflicts and start anew with his sister wives' cast members. The air around Coyote Pass felt heavy, charged with the complicated energy of a family divided. While the sprawling land offered beauty, a sense of new beginnings, and a dream for the future, it also carried whispers of unspoken tensions, unresolved disputes, and lingering questions about the Browns' future together. It was in the midst of this brewing storm that a surprising yet heartwarming event occurred, one that brought a glimmer of light to the complicated narrative of Kody and Janelle Brown's ever-evolving relationship. Janelle had always been the most grounded and pragmatic of Kody's wives. While Robin's emotions often ruled the atmosphere in the family, and Cristin had a way of speaking her mind about the shifting dynamics, Janelle quietly observed, often seeking peaceful resolutions. She had seen much in her time as Kody's second wife, a blend of joy, grief, growth, and, undeniably, struggle. But there was always a sense of stability when it came to her. Her relationship with Kody, though far from perfect, was enduring in its own way. They had raised children together, navigated the challenges of polygamy, and, for the most part, understood each other. But the future of their family had been in flux ever since they moved to Coyote Pass, a piece of land that, for all its promise, had become symbolic of the cracks within their shared life. Kody's struggle to maintain control over his plural marriage and his family's future was becoming more apparent. The rift between him and Cristin was one thing, but the emotional distance between Kody and Janelle was becoming something else entirely. Janelle had always been vocal about her desire to live independently, to follow her own path, even within the confines of their unique family structure. Her quest for autonomy in a family so intricately tied together had caused tensions with Kody. It wasn't that she wanted out, but she wasn't certain that she needed the same things that Kody expected of her. While the idea of Coyote Pass and the homes they planned to build was supposed to symbolize unity, for Janelle, it began to represent compromise and sacrifice, things that hadn't always been reciprocated. The strain was becoming apparent, and it was affecting every relationship, from her connection with Kody to her bond with Robin and the other wives. However, Amidst this emotional whirlwind, there came a surprising shift. Janelle, ever the pragmatist, received some news that would change the course of her day, and, perhaps for a year. Her eldest daughter, Madison, and her husband, Caleb, had just welcomed a new baby, a little girl that would forever alter the landscape of the family. The newborn's arrival was the breath of fresh air that the Browns desperately needed. In a family marked by division and hurt, a new life was the reminder of what truly mattered: love, connection, and the future. At first, Kody's reaction was muted. He had been focused on the business of the family, trying to keep the wheels turning, even as his own feelings towards Janelle shifted in the backdrop. But when he saw Janelle holding her granddaughter, his heart softened. It was a sight that reminded him of the love that had once existed between him and Janelle, of the closeness that seemed so distant now. For all the challenges they had faced, the birth of a new family member, one that connected them all, was an undeniable moment of joy. The newborn girl represented a fresh start, a chance for healing in a family that had weathered countless storms. Janelle, for her part, was deeply moved by the baby's arrival. Holding her granddaughter in her arms, she couldn't help but reflect on the years she had spent raising her children and how quickly they had grown. This new addition was a gift, a tangible reminder of the cycle of life, of how the family would continue to evolve, with or without the complications of Coyote Pass or the shifting dynamics of polygamy. As the days passed, Kody and Janelle found themselves discussing their future in new ways. The birth of the baby had forced them both to confront the fact that while they might not always understand each other's needs or desires, they still shared a profound bond, one that could never be completely severed. The challenges of Coyote Pass, of trying to build a future together, didn't seem so insurmountable now. Maybe they weren't the only ones struggling with what it meant to live under one roof, to navigate the ups and downs of a plural marriage. Perhaps, Janelle thought, it was time for both her and Kody to revisit their roles in the family, to rediscover what they had once had and find new ways to honor their shared history while allowing space for individual growth. The arrival of this little girl didn't just bring joy, it brought perspective. Life was going to continue to move forward, whether they were ready for it or not. Kody, too, began to see the possibility of reconciliation in a way he hadn't before. Perhaps it wasn't about holding on to the past or trying to preserve a dream that had grown outdated. Instead, he considered that maybe the future didn't need to be perfect. It just needed to be filled with love. Maybe Coyote Pass wasn't just about building homes. Maybe it was about rebuilding relationships, slowly, carefully, and with new understanding. But for now, the birth of Janelle's granddaughter was a beautiful distraction, a moment of peace and hope. The tensions over Coyote Pass could wait. For this one moment, the Browns, Kody, Janelle, and her children could come together, bound by the love for this little girl who represented everything they had lost and everything they could still hope for. The newest little love in their lives had, for now, put everything into perspective. In the midst of their family's turmoil, it was a reminder that no matter the disagreements, no matter the struggles, love had a way of finding its place, one little heart at a time.